All right, so I've got a great workout for you. It's another high intensity interval trainer, and it is 50 seconds of move, 10 seconds of transition. And you're going to be doing 5 different moves for 3 rounds, and I challenge you to do a 4th one. The first one is going to be, slow movements. Again, you're pushing yourself to your max, but it's a very concentrated move, and it's weighted, so you need to be careful. You're going to be doing a push-up. I'm using my hand weights, and then doing into a jump squat. So it's a weighted jump squat. So you're going to go like this. Down into a push-up. So you're bracing your whole core and your whole back as you're doing that movement so that you don't throw your back out. Okay, so you'll do that for 50 seconds, and you're going to follow that with Heismans. So there's 2 different versions of Heismans, and those are basically, here, let me move this. Think of like the Heisman Trophy, and you're going like this. So you're not upright, you're at a slight angle. Just like that. You're almost like doing a tripod here. And for accountability, I touch my ankle and knee of that leg. Now, an alternative to that one would be a step-step Heisman, a 1, 2, 3 Heisman. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're going upright slightly and then down into the Heisman as fast as you can. So you're really rocking your obliques and you're doing that crunch, and it's a good move. So you'll do that for 50 seconds, and then you'll do some tricep dips. You can do those as a tabletop. So going down into a tabletop, doing your tricep dips. You can challenge yourself by lifting your foot like this or higher, which is harder. And so I would just go like 2 and 2, 1, 2. And if you have equalizers, there's a myriad of different options with the equalizer. So stabilizing yourself, you can kind of go into an angled stand and then going down. So you're using your body just like that. Lift your leg for added. Triceps. Oh, you can tell I'm tired. I really pushed myself. If I had to be completely honest, I probably pushed myself about 90% until that last round to 100. I still have a lot of phlegm, and so that's affecting my oxygen and my breathing, but I'm proud of what I did today. The next move are running hurdles, one of my favorite cardio moves. You go into a low kind of sprint and then mock hurdle over something. So you're really propelling yourself up and you're bringing your knees over as if you're trying to get over something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So I kind of like in my head go 8s. But you're just kind of preparing, you're amping yourself up for that hurdle. All right, next move is a push-up burpee. So I'm back on the burpee thing now. All right, and I've been doing more push-ups, so I've noticed in the past couple of workouts, which is good. So regular old-fashioned burpee with a push-up. Just like that. Okay, now we do 2 moves where we're going down into a push-up and then going upright again. Some alternatives to these would be simply not hopping back in the plank. So with the first one that was the weighted push-up squat jump, you basically, instead of hopping back and doing that move, you're going to be doing a step. So step, step, down into your push-up, step back in instead of hopping, grabbing your weights, and just like that, okay? You can, if you have knee injuries or knee issues, brace yourself and just do a shoulder press or a clean. Is that right? That is exactly right, and be careful, huh? All right, and then of course with a push-up burpee, by all means, yeah, you can modify it. You can modify it in case you don't want to hurt yourself. If you're recovering from an injury or you're pregnant. I worked out at least 5 days a week. There were a couple 4 days while I was pregnant. I worked out all the way until 35 weeks. I want to say 36 weeks. But up until 36 weeks, I was working out regularly. I ran until about 34 weeks until I injured my back, and I was done. And, or not really, I just kind of strained it. And then the last 2-3 weeks, I did a lot of walking. Like the night I went into labor, I did a 3-mile walk with a coworker. So really important to stay active, regardless. The best advice I got while I was pregnant is that pregnancy isn't a medical. It's not a medical illness. You don't have an illness. You don't have an injury. It's not. I don't even think of it as a medical condition. You're a woman, and that's what your body's doing. It's doing what it's doing. It would be like saying, it's my time of the month, I can't work out. Well, that's kind of a cop-out. Actually, the endorphins will help you feel better. So, and then post delivery, I had a natural birth, so I was up and walking by, well, I delivered her, and then 4 hours later we came home. So I had no hospital birth, so that was nice, and I was able to walk around pretty easily by the next day. I mean, I was exhausted, but I followed the midwife's advice and not to go up the stairs more than twice a day. So for the first couple days, and then 2 weeks I was walking around fine, and I waited 6 weeks before actually working out, even though I felt up to it. So that's my spiel. This is a great workout. It will help you. Push yourself to your max. If you're not seeing results, it's because you're not pushing yourself. So, all right, I've got 3 more workouts for us to do. And, yep, until next time.